All right, folks, so get ready for another episode of How You Hot Rod featuring mini trucks. Mini trucks still have that hot rodder spirit, fixing it up, making it different, and honestly, some of them do go fast. So get ready for a new episode of How Do You Hot Rod.
Hi, my name is Jarrell. Hi, my name is Darian.
Hi, my name is Jeff.
Hi, my name is Brienne.
What's up? My name is Mike.
Hey, my name's Jason.
Jason,
Yep.
thanks for coming out today, showing off the, what year?
It's a 90 Mazda.
90 Mazda?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about it.
We just picked it up about 6 months ago and starting to put it together. And
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was in pieces when we got it, so we slapped her together. And yeah, it's coming along. Next year it's gonna have one of the Z racks. I don't know if you know what those are.
No,
but
tell me what it
it's gonna
is.
be a dancing bed on it.
Oh, yeah?
With full hydraulics on the truck too itself, and just coming out different.
Nice. What's the inspiration behind it?
But I don't know. I've always been into cars since I was 16, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I had a Mazda back when I was in high school.
Okay.
Had Regals with hydraulics, so just yeah, it's gonna be a fun deal.
All
And
right.
we're trying to move it, keep it on, and pass it along to our next generation, our
Nice.
kids. So.
Are you trying to keep a certain like time period in it, or?
Yeah, because I guess the plate's registered. It's got the original plate from my 90 Mazda that I used to own.
Oh, wow.
And the tags say 1990 on them on the back, so
Okay.
yeah, and I can use it as a collector plate. So,
Nice.
but yeah,
So what all have you done so far to it?
we rebuilt the motor, and instead of carburetor, we put fuel injection on it.
And what size
It's
engine?
just a 2.0.
2.0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 2.2, I think, or something like
2.2?
that. I'm not sure.
All right. But it runs well.
It does run well.
All right.
Yeah. But
And then you did some paint, it looks like.
yeah, we did the paint, and yeah, it needs a little work, but the first time painting, so.
Hey, it looks really good actually.
Yeah.
And then tell me a little bit about the wheels and tires you got here.
I like the lowrider look. I've
Yeah?
always been a lowrider guy. So, in fact, I just joined Local Motion, a car club.
Okay.
But I've always supported Finesse and all them, so and
Nice.
they support us. So
All right.
you'll probably see quite a few more of the Local Motion lowrider cars showing up too.
All right. Is it static? Do you have air?
This is static.
Okay.
Static, but like I said, next year we'll have the hydraulics in it.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Plans for a big stereo or anything else?
No, just because I want to keep the kids being able to haul them. And stuff, so.
So explain to me the pig, please.
Well, a couple of years back, our buddy, Josh Swaney, his name was Piggy, and I don't know, he ended up getting hit by a drunk driver after he put on a really good show, and it was called the Chrome and Candy Show, and
Yeah.
he was trying to defuse a situation, and it ended up walking out onto Monroe, and a drunk driver took him out. So we all support Pig. We've known him since he was a kid. So.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
too bad.
So
Well, it's nice seeing the support for him.
yeah.
So. All right, Jason, anything else you'd like to add in here?
No, I think we're good.
Now, one thing I got to ask about.
Yeah.
What made you put the PBR shifter on there?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't even drink anymore. But I used to be a bad alcoholic, and I don't know, just one of my old tap handles I used to have, and I just screwed it on the shifter one day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
All
just
right.
remembrance of what not to do, I guess.
That's true.
So.
All right. Well, Jason, thank you very much.
All right,
I appreciate you
thank
giving me a
you.
few minutes to talk.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right, Mike. Thanks for coming out today with this beautiful gold Mazda.
Mazda B2200, yes sir.
All right, well tell me a little bit about it.
It's a Mazda B2200, 1989. It's bagged and body dropped on 20-inch wheels,
Okay,
which is kind of hard for some people out there. Custom paint job.
I like
I
that.
still got a lot of work to do, but
Now who
this
did
is
the
what it is.
airbrushing?
a guy named Ben. He owns
Okay.
Famous Graphics out of Post Falls, Idaho.
All right.
His shop is down right now for remodel, but that's who's done all my work.
That's amazing.
I pretty much told him I want flames, skulls, and he just did his magic.
Very nice.
And then this is his custom blend of gold, so
Okay.
don't ask me what kind it is,
So
because it's his special blend.
He's paint and airbrush.
Yep, he's done all
wow.
of it, yeah.
All right. Well, tell me a little more here.
In the near future, I plan on doing full-on interior, custom bed, and I'm actually going to go down on smaller wheels to make it easier driving Spokane because bumpy roads.
We got a few potholes
Yeah,
around here.
and then just freshen up the motor, chrome it out. I mean, yeah, I've been a member of Local Finesse. I actually started a chapter of Local Finesse in 2013.
Okay.
And I've been the president ever since. It's a club that's worldwide. It originated out of SoCal, California in 1988.
Oh, wow.
And we're worldwide. We're all the way in Japan, Australia, all the way on the East Coast. So, I mean, we're out there. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit what we got down here. We got LF, Local Fitness.
Yep.
And across the front here?
This is under construction because in my eyes and in my mind it's still under construction because it's not where I want it, where I envisioned it yet. So that's why I still keep it. I mean, just because it's not a primer doesn't mean it's not under construction. So
exactly.
And the way in my vision, it's under construction. It's not where I want it to be yet or my standards.
I don't think any vehicle is completely done.
Oh, yeah.
Like they reach a level where they're happy for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. And then over here?
That's just a local guy, a speaker company. I just sported his stickers he was selling. I bought it for like $5.
And this is
shitting on them.
Shitting on
so
them?
They do loudspeaker competitions, I guess.
Okay.
That's a long time ago. I bought it because it was gold, so that's trying to help out, support locally. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. Anything else to add in here about this?
I think that's pretty much it.
All right. Now, what got you into cars?
Well, what's got me into mini trucking is my dad did it growing up when we were kids. We grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, so it's bigger down there. And he used to have a Mazda single cab with a convertible haul top. He used to have me and my brothers in there with lowered 15s by 10s, blown on tires. Like, that's what's got me into mini trucks. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been into mini trucks for a long time. My first one was a 1980 Dodge Ram when I was in high school.
Yep.
Slammed it out, primered it. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's where that all started. Yeah.
Now, have you had other vehicles?
I mainly Mazdas I go, and then I've had a couple lifted off-roading vehicles like Jeeps, Cherokees, stuff like that. But I mainly stick with the mini truck stuff. Maybe later on down the road I want to try a lowrider, but and then something bigger for my family. I got a family, so
try a Suburban.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I kind of want to do a Blazer. A lot of those, you don't see a lot of Blazers around with back seats done up, laying on the ground. So
right on.
That's the goal.
Now we have the pig here.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit about that, please.
This pig is, I would say, a local legend in the lowrider scene, I guess. He passed away a couple years ago, and his nickname was Pig. Don't ask me why, I don't really know. I didn't know him that long, but that's what these pigs are for out here, to represent him. I mean, in the car scene, he's a big influencer. He brought a lot of, actually, the lowrider and the mini truckers together before he passed away. So, yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, Mike, thank you very much, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. All right, Brienne.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out today with the Mazda.
Yes.
All right. Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh goodness. So let's see here. I got her about 3 years ago. I wanted to make sure that I got a completely 100% stock truck.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to go through the whole, like, oh, that was so-and-so's truck or so-and-so's. I wanted it to be all mine. So we went on a mission. We found her out in Medical Lake.
All right.
And she was cream with the terrible, terrible 1980s sticker stripes down the sides. And she was a dump truck.
Really?
Yes. When we found her, they used to use the inside and the bed for dumping garbage.
Oh.
She was a nasty mess. So we just lowered it. We removed the leaf springs and I ran around just static lowered for a year. And then a year after that, a friend of mine, John, he pulled her in and we did a overhaul from body work to, I'm just trying to think. We've done a lot of different things throughout the last 2 years. He's actually taken her and done a lot of work between the body work and the paint.
I see you got the
we did the rag top this last fall. He shaved handles, shaved my gas door, The only thing we didn't shave is my tailgate.
Now, pink?
Pink.
Why pink?
So, first was the purple, or the magenta in the bed.
Okay.
The outside was a different color initially. It wasn't painted. We did a pink primer, and it was kind of like a champagne kind of a pink, or maybe kind of like a rose gold kind of color.
Interesting.
So we had done primer and then just a base coat over the top. So it was pink primer, but it wasn't a full paint job. But then, like I said, we designed the whole bed, and I wanted it painted. I wanted it flaked. There's lots of flake and lots of clear coat in my bed. And I didn't want to necessarily stay with the same color that I had picked originally. I wanted to go with something different.
Okay.
I just wasn't quite sure what. And I was looking for that perfect pink.
There's a lot of shades.
I still never found it. I found a couple that I liked more than this, but they couldn't do them as a full paint color.
Oh, really?
Like a lot of them were for like pinstriping.
Okay.
That just won't hold up in the sun.
Gotcha.
So you can't do a full paint job in that kind of a color.
All right.
But so this is kind of what we narrowed down to. I kind of wanted something initially that was a little less flashy.
Okay.
And then I got talked into flashy, and I love it.
And then you got the chrome and...
Yes. Our chrome bits are definitely part of my favorite part of the flair of my truck.
Okay.
I love chrome in the first place.
And chrome and pink actually work really well together.
It does. It looks really good. And it turned out phenomenal. We still have work that we want to do with it. I got new door panels. Gonna kind of work my way through the rest of it slowly, but we'll get there.
And when did you say you got this again?
I got this 3 years ago.
Okay, and you've actually done quite a bit of work in 3 years.
A lot.
Wow. Now, modifications, you said in the rear you have done a bunch of work in the bed. And suspension-wise, how is it now again?
So I've got airbags, I've got a C-notch, and I've got a 4-link.
Okay. Any other big plans?
Other than the interior and the engine work and some lighting, I am going to be doing underglow.
And then back here we have a pig.
We do have a pig.
Please explain a little bit about the pig.
So in the car club scene, there is a guy who has been doing it since everybody has been doing it, you know, way back in the day, when we were all young kids running around, you know, causing trouble. His name's Josh Swaney. He also used to be the president of the Local Motion Car Club, and he used to throw a show every year called Chrome and Candy. He had only gotten a chance to throw that show for a couple of years. I want to say about 3 or 4 maybe. And 2 years ago, after the show, we lost him. So, but his nickname that everybody called him was Pig.
Yeah.
And it was P-I-G-G. So we all have pigs in memoriam for him.
That's amazing.
Yes. So.
All right, Brienne, thank you very much for showing this off today. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jeff, Jamie, thank you guys for coming out tonight.
Absolutely.
Tell me what we got here.
So 91 Nissan hardbody.
Okay. And what all have you done so far to it?
Bought it.
Okay.
So far.
You haven't had it very long?
No, almost 5 months.
Okay. And so most of this was already done prior to you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's your plan with it?
My plan is we're going to keep it white, but we're going to do a pearl white.
Okay.
And then add a little bit more purple and green accents to it.
Okay. Kind of matched what's in the interior there
Yes.
already? Alrighty. And stereo?
No stereo at this point.
Okay.
Eventually, probably 2/8. just to keep it so my kids can ride with me.
And so you can enjoy the music versus rattle
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
All right. So you're with Local Finesse?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How long have you been with them?
6 years.
6 years?
Okay. And have you both been into the mini trucks all your life, or have you been into some other stuff?
I've been into others.
Okay.
When I started driving, there was a 78 F-150 Custom that I had
right.
to fix before I could drive.
Two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive?
Two-wheel drive.
Okay.
And it was just a blast to be able to drive and to know what my father had taught me,
Yeah.
to be able to fix anything just so I could maintain it. You know, at 16, not a lot of people have the knowledge of doing that.
And you don't have the money at 16 either to take it
Exactly.
to a shop and get things fixed. And Jamie?
Yes, I have a 91 Mazda B2200.
Okay.
Embodied.
Ooh.
We're in the process of putting the motor and transmission back in it, wire and harness, and some new gear ride parts on it.
So that's why she's not out here tonight?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
We're hoping by spring next year to have it out.
All right. Now, do you have a theme with that?
I haven't chosen the theme yet.
Okay.
We kind of lean towards a Harley Quinn.
Ah.
And then we've also leaned towards like icing dripping down the side of the cake
Ooh.
into black.
So we were going to do like a satin black bottom with like a hot pink on top
Ooh.
that dripped down the sides.
Oh, that sounds really neat.
Yeah, so it's not going to be pretty when it comes out, but
Eventually it will.
I'm going to make it mine. And
That's the thing about vehicles. The custom rigs, they're made for each owner. Each owner wants them how they like it. So with the Nissan here, I see we've got rack top,
Yes.
okay, and some shaved handles.
Yeah, shaved handles, gas door, tailgate handle. The bed sides are flared out an inch.
Okay, to kind of fit the wheels.
Yeah, to fit the wheels, because
Okay.
it is super hard unless
Gotcha.
you narrow the rear end to find, or unless you have a custom built set of wheels.
Oh, okay, with the
It's
back
hard.
spacing.
Yeah, it's hard
Okay.
to get a set of used ones to fit.
Gotcha. Now, suspension-wise, what's it already have underneath there?
So it has aftermarket upper and lower control arms with 2-inch drop spindles in the front,
Okay,
4-link in the rear,
gotcha.
has flow compressors, flow tank with E3 valve block.
Okay. All right, and then on the interior, I see there's a little work already done.
Yes,
Are those some custom seats?
yes,
Okay. And the dash, we got the purple, the white, the green.
yes.
I like that center console. That's pretty nice. All right. Anything else you'd like to add in about it?
Eventually, you're going to be losing the canopy,
Okay.
putting in a raised bed floor,
Okay.
and then that way we can put flagpoles in there so we can run our flags.
All right. Now, and Jamie, you said you got in the off-road stuff before?
Yep.
All right. Now, what did you have?
just Jeeps,
Okay.
Cherokees, lived in all 30 areas.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Now, one last thing. The pig. Please explain.
I'll let you take it.
so it's in memory of Josh Swaney,
Okay.
one of our really good friends. He went by pig, and so in all of our vehicles we have pigs for him, just memorial for him. He was killed 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
It's too bad. Well, it's nice to see everybody showing their support for him. So, all right. Well, Jeff, Jamie, thank you very much for showing us off.
thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right, Darian, thanks for coming out today with your Nissan.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about it.
So when we first found it, it was behind a car lot in the tennis court.
Oh, geez.
And then that's when it was on fire.
On fire.
It was on fire before I got it.
Oh, God.
Then got it through an auction and then brought it home. It was about my 15th birthday present.
Okay.
An early present to get started on, just me and my dad. And then we started working on it immediately.
Yeah.
I've been into cars for ever since I could remember.
Okay.
So brought it home, instantly started tearing it apart. Put a new front clip on it, painted it after a lot of body work. It was a different set of wires. Got these ones and then painted it. What we did is, at first it was a 3-piece bumper, cut it down, shortened it up, was able to tuck it in.
Okay.
Make it look a little bit more clean. Color matched everything. Got a chrome cowl for it. And then, other than that, stock engine.
Okay.
Interior's pretty stock besides sound system in
Yeah,
there.
tell me what you got going on in here.
So I got 3 dub ones in there.
Dang.
12-inch dub ones. The deck's an old hand-me-down from a buddy of ours.
Yeah?
His name was Josh. Handed me, well, first I had a single 12 in here that was a hand-me-down from him.
Yeah?
Then I got the deck from him as well, so I had a little system in there before.
It just wasn't quite enough, huh?
It really wasn't. So then I went over to a buddy's, John Cage over at Car Toys.
Okay.
Told him, do what you do.
Yeah?
Build me a system.
Man.
So he put together this system. Has lights in it.
Do they react with the sound at all or anything?
No, the lights do not.
Okay.
But I was able to get 143 decibels at my last sound competition that I went to.
Wow.
Won first place for bass boxing and also a burp. So I mean,
That's impressive.
done by John Cage over at Car Toys.
Okay. Now tell me about this paint. What color and how much did you have to put into doing this?
Well, me and my dad painted it. It's candy brandy wine.
Thought
So me and my dad painted it in our 3-car garage.
Man.
Late nights.
That is a beautiful paint job.
Thank you.
I like that color.
And since me and my dad did it, you know, it was just our time out there. So it really just took our time and some material money.
Yeah?
It wasn't all too expensive.
The suspension, what do we got going on there?
So right now it's monoleafed in the back
Okay.
and then just lowered the torsion keys up front.
Okay. All right.
Then eventually I want to put hydraulics on it.
Yeah?
Eventually though, that takes time and money.
It does. Besides the hydraulics, any other future plans on it?
I want to do a Z-rack
A Z-rack.
and then a sliding rag on top.
Okay. Very awesome. Well, does it have a name?
It does not have a name.
Okay. Now, one last thing, Darian. Explain the pig on the front.
So the pig is for the buddy of ours, Josh, who also was a big help to this truck. He's the one who helped us find it.
Really?
Yes, and then he helped us find it. He had a tow truck, he brought it back to our house for me. And then he was in the garage with us working on it.
It's sad to hear that he passed, but it's nice seeing all you guys supporting him and,
Yeah.
you know, showing off the pig. All right, Darian, anything else you'd like to add in there?
No?
All right. Well, thank you very much for bringing this out. And once again, beautiful, beautiful paint job.
Thank you.
Tell your dad he did a good job with you on it.
I will.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Jarrell, thanks for helping set this up tonight and bringing everybody out here.
No problem.
Tell me what we got.
It's 1996 Nissan hardbody.
Okay.
On air.
All right. Fill me in on the details here.
Don't lean on the details.
Because it's not stock, obviously.
It is not stock. It's all air ride, glazed frame. Everything's had hands on it on this
Okay.
truck. I got it in 2019. Started building it in January, and 4 months later, it looked a lot like this.
Okay.
Had a lot of help from friends. You know, it takes a village to raise a mini truck.
Yeah.
So
Let's start with the suspension.
suspension's all air, running 3 compressors, 2 tanks. It's a stock K24.
Okay.
Don't know how many miles are on it. It's got 4-wheel drive sheet metal in the front for as far as the body goes.
All right.
Stretched sides on the bed to make it kind of an hourglass figure.
All right.
With that, got the Phantom grille, and of course, all the lights that you could need.
Oh yeah, all the lights.
All the lights.
Now, why the mini truck?
I fell in love with the Nissans when I was in like 3rd grade. They made a a Nissan remote control car that was like the coolest thing of that Christmas. And I fell in love with them then. And then in the 90s, mini trucks were the thing. And I remember just, this is the most amazing thing, but I could never, never have one.
Just
and
being awestruck by all the stuff, the difference.
When I finally had the opportunity to do it, to make one, I jumped on it.
Nice. Now,
I basically built the truck that was in my mind.
Yeah.
Clear back in like high school. So.
All right. Now, future plans on it. What are you looking at doing? Or is it done already?
It's not done. It's far from done. I was originally going to paint it. I fell in love with the color on it after I did it gray.
Yeah.
So it's going to be painted gray, and I'm going to do some pearl ghost flames through the body.
Oh, okay.
But beyond that, I'm not going to mess with it a whole lot more. I like driving it, and you make them too nice, you're scared to drive them, and it's not fun anymore.
Okay. Now, do you have a stereo or anything in here?
Oh yeah.
What you got?
I've got a double-din DVD player deck, kind of old school, Planet Audio 2000 watt. Nothing real high end. I've got a Memphis Audio 15 behind the seat.
Nice. Something to enjoy the music with.
Yeah. Nothing crazy, nothing super valuable, but efficient, and it sounds good. That's important.
Yeah. Now, Local Finesse, are you with them?
Yes.
Okay. How long you been with them? And
2 years.
Okay. And just kind of gravitated towards them, or kind of what got you in there?
I'd been kind of I had friends with mini trucks. And, I didn't have one. And didn't think I'd ever have one. Just hung out with them a lot. And this one was a pile of parts. It was just a cab on a frame, and fenders on a frame. And there was no bed. It was laying in a scrap pile. And they were going to crush it, and I said, drag it to my driveway, I'll see what I can do with it. And so they were kind of impressed that I did as much as I did, as fast as I did.
Yeah.
And that it actually worked.
Now, you're not a stranger to working on rigs, obviously.
Absolutely not.
Tell me about what you've had in the past. Quick recap. I know there's probably a few.
I have 8 right now, so there's a handful. 87 Firebird. I have 89 K5 Blazer. I had, which you've seen pictures of, I had my 86 Accord that I loved every minute of. I was honestly always a Honda guy. My first car, my second car, my third car, and I think my fourth car were all Hondas. And then I started into Nissan, and I fell down that rabbit hole pretty hard.
Okay. Now, one last thing, Jarrell. The pig.
The pig.
Explain a little bit there.
That is, the pig is a representation of a good friend, a great dude. He was big in the lowrider, the car scene really, but the lowrider scene especially. And he passed away a few years ago. He was a friend to everybody. Matter of fact, he was more excited. He didn't do anything on this particular truck, but the day he found out I was getting it out of the garage, he was more excited than me.
Really?
Yeah. And just a good, solid dude. And so we all loved him, and he just a little bit of pig rides with us wherever we go.
Well, it's nice seeing everybody represent that and showing their support.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Jarrell, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thanks for
it.
doing it.
It's not very often that I can talk to everybody over the top of a vehicle and shake their hands.
Very true.
So that wraps up another episode of How Do You Hot Rod. We did some mini trucking. I've done some rat rods. I've done some NHRA racing. What else? I've done a few things. But you can always hot rod something no matter what it is. The lowrider guys are a little bit of a stretch trying to figure that one out, how to call it a hot rod.
True.
But technically, they're making it their own, they're making it different, and they're having fun with it. It's hot rodding 101 right there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another episode coming soon.